Hi there, folks. Okay, so welcome to the small group program. I wanted to walk you through how we're going to be managing nutrition for your first week. So come Sunday, I'm going to be sending you a diet plan in which we will be working towards calorie and macronutrient targets, and that is how we're going to handle diet going forward at your time at AD Fitness. However, for week one, I want to build upon some nutritional fundamentals. All right, and the way we're going to do that for you is I have added this PDF to your account in your app, and we're going to be using this PDF this week to build healthy, balanced, portion controlled meals, which can be used even when you finish the program. If you're ever out at a restaurant or just in day-to-day life, if you don't like calorie counting, this method can be used as a method to control portions and to ensure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need out of your diet. So let's quickly run through it, and I'll break down what you're going to be doing for week one of nutrition. So look, the very first page here is I just listed different kind of foods and color coded them. So your protein is the red here, and that's all different selections of high protein meals. Carbohydrates is yellow, and again, different selections of different carbohydrates. And healthy fats are blue. Now you'll notice that I haven't included veg on the PDF, and that's because you can be as liberal as you want with veg portions. So really, you can add in as much as you want, with the exception of maybe potatoes. Just throw, especially if it's green veg, just pack the plate up with it. You can't eat too much. And so this wee box is just explaining the vegetable part. I'll let you have a read through this on your app, but it's just basically saying about adding herbs, spices, and sauce, low-calorie sauces to your food. We really encourage it. And this box gives a wee detail about portion sizes for each meal. All right, and the way we've broken that down is in page 3 here. So you'll see our hand guide for portion control. All right, the way we do this is if we're building a meal, so one portion of protein is the size of your palm. All right, so this is one portion of protein. Vegetables is a fist-sized portion. However, as I said earlier, you can really be as liberal as you want with green vegetables. You can put on as much as you can. However, this is considered a portion of vegetables. Carbohydrates is a cupped hand. All right, so the amount of, say, rice or pasta that you can fit on their cupped hand is considered one portion. And with fats, it's a thumb-sized portion is one portion. All right. So that's how we work out exactly how many portions is on our plate. So when we're looking at our plate, we can use our hand guide to work out roughly how many portions should be on or are on the plate. And so how you doing that? Are we going to work out how many portions we should be having, how much is too much, and how much is too little? So that is where this table comes in. All right, and it's going to require just a wee bit of experimentation from you. So this is how you should feel if you've gotten your portion sizes right. This is how you should feel, and if you've got them wrong, this is what you might feel and what you should do about it on the right side. So this is how you should feel on the left side. So we'll see here. Look, you can see here. Sorry, it's 0 hours after eating, 1 hour after eating, 2 hours, 3 hours, and 4 hours after eating. Just quickly run through. So 1 hour after eating, you still feel satisfied with no desire to eat another meal. If you're still hungry, if you're not satisfied, then increase your protein intake by a thumb-sized portion. So this tells you what after you've eaten your meal. So you'll set up your meal, say one portion of each food group, and then you'll be assessing how hungry you are after your meal with using this table here. And so if you've gotten your portion sizes right, then 1 hour after you should still feel satisfied. 2 hours after you may start to feel a little hungry, but it's not overwhelming. 3 hours after you should feel like it's time for your next meal. Hunger should be at 7 out of 10. 4 hours after you're so hungry you could eat anything, and you've waited too long. So that is ideally how you should feel after each meal if you've gotten your portion sizes right. If you haven't gotten them right, this is how you might feel, and this is what they do about them on the right hand side. All right, so using your hand guide and using this chart, you're going to build a meal plan which will look something like this. All right, this is based on 4 meals per day. And now what you're going to do, so as you can see, it says 1 to 2 portions of each. And so what you're going to do basically is you're going to make each meal look like it does here on this table that you see in front of you. And you're going to assess how hungry you feel afterwards. Once you've done this, it'll only take you a day or two to figure it out and not have to go back to the table. And once you've done this, you'll be able to tell on the fly just by looking at your plate if it's too much, if it's too little. And so, as you can see here, look, we also put on for meal 1, which will be your breakfast meal, no carbs. Now this, you don't have to stick to this, right? But most people tend to find if they don't have carbs for breakfast, their energy levels are more stable throughout the day. They feel much more satiated, so they don't get as hungry as often, so they'll feel more full throughout the day. And they tend to just feel better, perform better, and it tends to elicit a weight loss response. So if you're somebody who likes to have carbs for breakfast, don't worry, you can have carbs for breakfast. But if you feel like you can manage having no carbs, then go no carbs for breakfast. Then meals outside of that, you can put on your 1 to 2 cup portions of carbs in each meal. So at the very bottom of this PDF, I've also put some helpful tips for shopping and prep. And it's just simple stuff. Like if you look at the bottom, one of the most well-used things, most well-used methods that people who are successful use is when they're cooking, say their dinner, they'll make extra portions, and that'll be used, say, for the next day's lunch or the next 2 or 3 days lunch or the next 2 or 3 days dinner. So you just cook extra portions, put them on Tupperware, put it away into the fridge, and use it for meals in the next couple of days. Like I said, things like drinking low-calorie beverages, buying Tupperware, buying a cooler bag, planning ahead, prepping your meals on a Sunday. So you can have a read through that table anyway yourselves. That is your PDF and roughly how to work it. And what I want you to do now for this week 1 is I want you to, using this PDF, put together your meals, and I want you to take a picture of them, send them to me on my personal Facebook page. On my personal Facebook Messenger. Send a picture of your meal to me, and I'll have a look over it and see roughly how you're doing. Come Sunday, I'm going to give you a diet plan, which will be calorie controlled and macronutrient counted. Wish you all the best on the program. Excited to have you on board, and I'll chat to you again soon when I see you in the gym. All right, take care.